How old were you when you reached the States?
I was like 12. I was
Okay.
young, a little boy, yeah.
So when you were growing up here, what kind of music was out? What were you into?
When I got here, 50 Cent was hot as hell. I was with that whole G-Unit movement. Matter of fact,
Okay.
I went to Jamaica High School in Queens, and the funny thing is, I grew up around Prodigy, rest in peace. Prodigy from Mobb Deep.
Yeah.
I was very close to Prodigy through a friend of mine in Tyson. So
Wow.
me and Prodigy spent a lot of time together. I mean, I was in the studio. That was actually some of my first studio experiences. Just being around Prodigy. And so I was very close to hip hop, man. It's crazy. I don't talk about it
Wow.
much I don't talk about it much in interviews, but lately I was like, you know what? I used to be around that guy a lot, man, and I started just seeing star life, what star life was like, and I was very excited about living that life, and I wanted that lifestyle. I wanted to bring the world my greatness. I wanted to show what I'm capable of doing, and I just like the whole thing. I was there when life was pulling up. I see Tony you're pulling up, and then I met Waka and a lot of people around that time. So New York, it was one of the best times, man.
Wow. So you were definitely around for history because Prodigy
Yeah,
was definitely one of the greats. Rest in peace.
exactly. Yeah, rest in peace, facts.
Definitely. So your first major hit, right, was Nobody Has to Know. A sneaky link anthem, I like to call it, right? So what's the story behind it?
Nobody Has to Know was basically just me talking about relationship with somebody else who's in a relationship, because you have people fail to understand that I like to sing on matters that do exist, and a lot of people take offense to it sometimes, but like it is what it is. I feel like there's a lot of people out here who are actually happier being with somebody that are theirs, but they don't have the idea of worrying about where they are, what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some people really find a comfort in that, and to some people it's sick, but I feel like we all look at different things different ways. You might look at somebody who's a side chick as somebody sick, but the side chick looking at you as somebody who's taking all this bullshit from somebody that you claim you love.
That's a fact.
I feel like everybody look at it one way, nobody look at it both ways. So I feel like, and I wanted to be that guy that encourage people to do whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? I don't believe in breaking up happy homes at all. I don't agree with that. But I do believe in happiness comes in the form of whatever that makes you happy. And sometimes you got to do the wrong things for the right reasons.
You know what? It is what it is. So what makes Kranium happy?
Woman and money and family.
Yeah. I felt that. So in the past, you've worked with artists like Wizkid, Otimi, Tory Lanez, Ty Dolla $ign. Who are some other artists you see yourself working with in the future?
I want to work back with Usher. I've worked with Usher before. He's one of my favorite person. Since I was a child growing up, I always loved Usher music, and I got the chance to actually work with him before. Actually, he called me out on stage once with the Roots. So I have a small relationship that started with him and his team. I just didn't get a chance to like finish it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes artists work, but you never hear the product. It never comes so because it's time. But definitely Usher. You know what I mean? I don't really, and the funny thing is, I always say this, I don't really have a specific artist who I want to work with. However, I'm the type of guy who record a song, and whoever I think that would fit for that song, then I reached out. That type of, yeah.
I see. So, what song do you have that you thought was gonna go viral but didn't?
That thing was gonna be big, that didn't get big as I wanted to. No Other. I have this record called No Other. I think it's one of the most amazing songs I've ever done until this day. It's well written. The production was amazing. It was one of the best videos I shot, and it just didn't go. And it kind of, and it was funny because when we dropped that record, we dropped this other song behind it called Last Night, and Last Night became the bigger record.
It went off,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, but that record didn't go, and I was like, yo. And you know what's crazy? That's when I started making better music in a sense for like fans' ears, because I feel like there's two types of music. I call it dumb down, where I dumb it down. Because I'm so musical, sometimes it goes over people. It's like Wale. Like I'll be watching Wale tweets, and I'll be watching his whole music songs that he has released. He makes such a good music. He makes so much of a good music that it goes over people's head, because people time now is not like what it used to be back then. So people are not really sitting listening to music like they used to. So I feel like I created such a good record that it goes over people's head. But when I dumb it down to what's going on now, then it works. So I feel like No Other was one of those records where I was really upset, man. Like I remember like mad. I'm like, yo, I really like this over this, like yeah, crazy.
Yeah,
But then,
I think it's a generational thing, to be honest, because when you listen to No Other, right? No Other, it sampled Wayne Wonder's oh my
No
God,
Letting Go.
Yes, No Letting Go. I just had a song in my head, literally left my head.
Yeah.
And when I hear it, I'm like, oh my God, like this is deep. So how are people not appreciating it like they should, you know?
Yeah.
So that brings me to my next point. What other song do you feel like you would be comfortable recreating? Because No Other, maybe it was underappreciated, but it was dope. Like the way you know, it was soft and the video was cute. So what other songs do you feel like you would be comfortable recreating?
Recreating? I have a lot of records I think I recreate, man. I think Stamina will recreate Stamina. I think I'll definitely recreate Moonlight of the Rumors project. There's so much song that I've done, man, because as I said, man, like I've never made a wax song. Like it's so crazy. Like my original talk about this all the time. I'm like, bro, I self-present a recommendation, but what I can do say is I don't know how to make a WAP record. I can't do it. I tried. I tried to dumb it down to the point where I'm like, okay, this would work with this generation. I'm like, nah, I can't do it. Because, and I don't grudge a guy who does. I respect a man who just don't care. But for me, it's like, nah, I can't do it.
I'm saying like what other classic would you feel comfortable working on? Like you worked on No Letting Go, so.
And I actually touched one just now too. I have a record coming out soon for juggling in Jamaica. It's called Traffic Blocking. Traffic Blocking. I did a remix of that, so.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
when is that coming out?
I'm not even sure, honestly, God, but I know it's coming out very soon, not too far.
Okay, I'll be looking forward to that. So I've been lucky enough to see you perform in concert a few times. Do you have any particular city that you love to perform in?
I love to perform. Like if I have a favorite place I love to perform, I love Ghana. Nigeria is a vibe. Canada, man, like Canada is amazing. I don't know, man. Canada is like it's a whole different ballgame. So Canada, the UK, Ghana, Nigeria.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what's the vibe like out there?
It's just a different vibe of people appreciating music, man. And like there's no color. None of that. It's just music. Like, and it can be the most suburban person in the world. She knows what Kranium is. You know what I mean? She knows who. It doesn't matter. Like they're so musical. Their ears is so advanced musically. It's crazy how they just appreciate music. They don't really care about nothing else but music, and I love that.
Definitely. I think it's also because like that's like the motherland. So that's like where music comes from.
Facts.
Yeah. So you said recently, when you see me, always remember I did this from New York with no cosigns, just talent and street smart. So how important is that recognition to you?
Very important. It's very important that I walk around with my chain and my neck as Melody God for a reason. And the reason why I do it is because I want when everybody see me to know that, like, I'm doing dancehall music outside of Jamaica. I'm not in Jamaica doing dancehall music. And the level I'm competing is amazing, you know what I'm saying? And I still wake up every day like I don't feel like I have a hit. I get up every morning like, I want a next big hit. You know what I mean? That's how I walk
crazy.
In my mind, I feel like that's where I find these records, because I swear to you, I ever walk around feel like I have a record. Matter of fact, I don't even like closing shows because I don't even want to feel like I'm on that level mentally. I don't ever want to feel that. I just want to feel like hungry as hell every day. So I get up every morning thinking about, what is the next record? You know what I mean? Like I'm reading a book called Rebuilding Empire at this point because I want to rebuild. Every time I get something, I want to start from scratch again. So that's what I think about it. So when somebody sees me in the street, I just want you to know that, this is a guy who take dancehall music to give you some of the biggest records in dancehall for the past decade. Like I put up some records sometimes that really like, even looking at it like Nobody snuck him out in a very unique time. There was no other record, and really there was no other record. You know, and I came and do it. I came with the Weekend. Then I went with the Can't Believe It Me, Whiskey and Tedala sign, like Giant.
Yeah.
There's so much good things that I've done, man, where it's like, yo, all of this is being done from New York. This is not force. This is not have a big, what you call it, person who's saying, yo, Kranium over here. This is just me doing my work and
self-made.
Show the Atlantic to just like help out with the situation. Let's keep it moving. So that's what I feel every day.
Yeah, because like when I first heard about you, you had opened for, I think it was Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
And that was like, I want to say 2017 or so, 2016?
16,
December
yeah.
2016. Yeah. So definitely your career has grown like tremendously. So big up yourself, so to speak.
And that tour was so, and big up that tour, man. Big up Tory Lanez, big up. I was on tour with me, Tory Lanez, Jid, and Jacquees.
Yeah,
and
Jacquees.
And A Boogie came in and out. So shout them out, man. And see everybody doing their thing. I'm so proud, man.
And people definitely knew the song, because sometimes you'll have openers and people are like, who the hell is this? But everybody was singing along. They knew the song.
Yeah. And it was good, man, because that I needed that tour too. That tour humbled me mentally. That tour took me from off the eye chair. Like I was on this eye chair, like, yo, I'm telling you, I represent dancehall. And then you go to some states where nobody even know what dancehall is. It's crazy. And then
it's definitely crazy.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like the younger generations are doing a good job representing the dancehall genre?
1000%. 1000%. I feel like a lot of artists bash new artists them for some reason. I don't know. Like people don't realize that you guys created this whole thing. Like y'all made us cool. Like it amazed me how much the older artists curse the newer artists, not realizing that they did a great job to get us where we're at. It's just crazy. Like, you guys came with your whole swag. You guys came with your whole sound. Yeah, you guys came with that whole, yo, I don't care. Yo, we're going to break barriers. Then when we take it to our generation, you have a problem with it. When you guys actually made it cool for us to run with it. It's mind-boggling to me. But I think they're doing amazing. I think that they can be much more done. I think they could be way more humbler. But we learn and pick up things that we see they're doing. I mean, and you can't argue with us. All you can do is try to guide us. And if they don't want to listen, you find one that does listen and keep it moving. That's what I see.
So talk to me about Block Traffic featuring Radical.
Black Traffic is a song that I love dearly. I think the melody is sick because I just love melodies. And Radical is a new artist of the East Side crew from Kingston, Jamaica. And he's a fresh upcoming artist, and I like the way he flows. I like his sound, and I just, I always incorporate, my music with like that street grimy type of vibe, and just make it magic. You know what I mean? Because I tell everybody all the time, singers are the true angels of the earth, other than babies.
Yeah, definitely.
I wanted to mix that good and that rough, that edginess to it, and yeah, that's what that song came about.
Definitely. So we got to talk about God Policy, right? That song, in the middle of a pandemic, no parties, no clubs open, but it literally it broke the net.
Yeah.
So did you think that song was gonna go as crazy as it did?
1000%. It's crazy. I knew it was. I knew what I had. It's like you have those that you doubt, and you have those that you feel like, yo, this might work. And that was one of them records, because like the argument after 9 o'clock, don't call me, wash my thing in the sink. Like, you can't go around those. Yeah, I'm saying there's no way you're gonna go around those lyrics. So I knew exactly what is good. I knew it was gonna take off, man.
So a song is about what? Because there's some people that say, the song is like you're promoting cheating, and then there's some others that say, no, he's saying, protect your household. So coming from you, straight from the source.
Yeah.
Tell us the story behind the song.
It's two of them. Basically, I'm saying protect your home while you're cheating. That's all I'm saying. There has to be a level of respect. You're already disrespecting her, so actually keep the respect. Keep your home respect. You have personal disrespect, and then you have that household respect. I think it's a whole different thing. Like, people do cheat, and people need to get that in the back of the brain. People do cheat. People do desire is in the heart of a man. I always remember that. Like, we all get shot on it sometime. We all want the best of everything. We want more. If I buy a Lamborghini, tomorrow I want a Bugatti. You know what I mean? If I buy a 5-bedroom house and I get an extra $100,000, I want to get a 10-bedroom house. That's just the desire of a man. So you know what I mean? The energy that we walk with, which is a masculine farm, we just always want more. So I'm not promoting cheating, but I'm just telling you, if you do cheat, protect your home.
I was about to ask, like, is Kranium a cheater? Like, you know, what's this?
No, I only cheat on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
You said on Tuesday. Oh, today's Wednesday. Okay, so today's a good day. Okay, that's good to know.
Good. Yeah.
So the remix features Tiwa Savage. How did that come about?
Yeah. Tiwa's not my sister. Like, me and Tiwa Savage go way back. I met her back in 2013 or 14, I think, and we just kicked it on the boat, talked a little bit, and then when I ran into her in UK, we just kicked it off as friends and just always been cool and check up on her every now and then. And it was only right. I think Tiwa is one of the dopest vocalists that we've seen in this generation, man. Like, Tiwa vocals are no joke. And just the whole movement of Afrobeat too, you know what I mean? I always like the whole sound. I'm very cool with most of these artists, young or big, you know what I mean? I kept it cool with everybody. Like, DJ Spinal is one of my closest friends from over that side. We speak all the time. And, you know, DJ Spinal is like one of the biggest DJs over there. So I just wanted to incorporate my sisters and brothers, you know what I mean? I feel like dancehall and Afrobeat is like sisters and brothers at this point. You know? That's all it is, to keep the connection going.
Yeah, because you also had a track with Kiss Daniels that I liked. It was nice. Kiss Daniels,
Major Lazer, exactly.
Nice track. So, is Through the Window Gap Policy Part 2?
It's kinda. And it's crazy because I'm starting a series called Stuck.
Called what?
So it's beat, and it's gonna be three series. It's called Stuck.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's gonna be 3 series of me stuck somewhere, and I'm gonna tell the whole story on the same beat in 3 different songs. It's gonna be dope.
Nice.
You know, so right now, for now, it's just toxic. So now it's just like promoting toxic. You know, give people them something to have for them to hold. A 5-track and EP for them to hold until when, you know, I'm ready to like fire again. You know, it's gonna be exciting, man. I'm very happy for the 21-22 because I think we're ahead. I'm already in September mentally. Just to be
nice.
Musically, I'm in September, so I know exactly when I'm gonna drop, when I'm gonna drop, how I'm gonna drop it. So
nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice year.
So when you talk about Toxic, right? What can we expect on it?
Toxic is basically like a teaspoon. You know, it's a teaser. It's an appetizer. It's only 5 records, only 2 new songs, and it's one of my favorite artists called Won't Judge, which talk about cheating. Because I seem like I'm good at that, but It's 5 songs and talk about toxic relationship and just vibe, you know what I mean? So this minute I'm with it, this minute I'm not with it. So it's good. It's a good listen. It's a good 5-track listen, as I said, to buy me time to be creative on the level that I want to create. You know what I mean? I always feel like when I put a project out, I always want to be better than the last one. So it takes time. So I want the fans to understand that I am working, not because I get 5 songs, feel like that's it. I just give you the 5 songs. Just say, bye, give me 2 months, 3 months, next year. Yeah.
So the visuals you dropped were for Won't Judge? Okay. So when you talk about toxic, right? You recently said on Twitter that big forehead girls are toxic, right? So what's the reasoning behind that?
I just like toxic girls. I don't know, man. I have a problem. I like pretty toxic women. I like the argument as long as it doesn't get too toxic. And I've been in situations where it's too toxic, but it's fun. You know, I don't like a boring relationship. I'm a very fun guy, so I like fun. I'm a very wild guy.
What's too toxic for you? Because toxic in general is like, I don't know. Some people like
no,
yeah.
So. You know, have you ever had crab legs?
Yeah.
You know when they ask you if you want mild, medium, or spicy? I like medium toxic, not spicy.
Okay.
Yeah, so like my toxic consists of, yo, where you at? What you doing? Yo, and a little bit argument, a little slam the door, a little close the door. You know, that's just fine with me. But I'm not with the fighting and throwing blows, and I'm not with that. I'm with the
that's too toxic.
That's too toxic. Okay. You know, I don't want my car being smashed. Maybe a car puncher. I could deal with a 1 puncher tire, but you know what I mean. I don't want a cheek and stuff like that.
So rumor has it you're working on a porn. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
And a porn?
Yeah, you're working on a porn. We heard.
Not yet.
You're
I
not
love
working
word.
on it yet, or you can't tell us anything about it yet?
Nah, I'm not working on a word.
Okay, because I've seen a few different interviews, they're like Kranium's working on a port. I'm like, what? We gotta
Nah,
know.
not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So what do you want? What do you want your fans to know about you?
That I'm very passionate about music and I love life and I love woman and I love music and that yeah, I'm a very patient guy and I believe that everything that is mine is coming my way, one day at a time and I take it like that. Yeah.
So what's a typical day in the studio for you? Like what do you have to have in order to be successful in the studio?
Sometimes if I'm going around people, I like to bring like a sage or I like to burn like a sage in the studio to open like clear the air. It's just my mental belief. Um Other than that, I just need a microphone and water and I'm good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I would really want to say thank you for taking the time out to talk to me today. So you could just give us a shout out. I'm Kranium and I'm locked in with the Hip Hop Basement.
Hey, man, it's the voice of Kranium, and right now, so I'm locked in with the hip hop basement.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate your time.
Big up yourself.
Take care.
You too.